the people that built this shopping mall. And yeah, I mean, it was the first indoor shopping mall that any of us had ever seen. Now there's one on every corner. But when bad battery. So when I saw it, I said, "Oh, here's a reason to make a movie. This is a ridiculous thing that they're doing. This is never going to catch on." I thought it was like this temple to consumerism, and I really sort of wanted to poke a couple of fingers at it. And that gave me the idea for Dawn. And then after that, only then did I have this idea, well, I could do these every once in a while and put some subtext in it and have fun. Because, you know, I grew up on EC comic books and I love the genre and I love doing these kinds of films. But at the same time, you know, I like to say a little something or at least express my opinion or express my own politics. So that's sort of the history of why I do these things. And I love doing them. I mean, it's you know, I'm not taking shit, man. I mean, I just love it. I love the whole process. Yeah. You know, I don't take this as seriously as, he says, have I taken precautions against the zombie apocalypse? My zombies are fictitious. You understand?
God, I love him.
They're these lumbering oafs, you know? They're the coyote of monsters. It's like the coyote in the Roadrunner. You sort of love to see the coyote get blown up. And I couldn't resist. There's some real Chuck Jones kind of gags in this thing. You know, the guy with the dynamite, and when it stops sparking, he's sort of vaguely disappointed, and then the next moment he's dead, gone. They're the coyote. You know, for some reason people enjoy it. You can watch these guys. You can damage these monsters easily and with complete impunity. People laugh instead of, you know, even though I sympathize with them and feel sorry about them. But they really are. They've always been sort of the blue-collar, sort of schlubby monster, and they shuffle along. And people chuckle when you blow them away in a silly way. So yeah, I don't know. Max Brooks takes it much too seriously. I think I've seen him do a couple of lectures. He actually comes out with weapons and, you know, tells you the weapons of choice and all of this shit. And I'm going, Max, please. It's like it's not really happening, man. Anybody else? Ooh, yeah, shoot. Hi. You. Hi. We're talking with a company right now.
Yes.
Usually, several video companies over the years. I'm sorry.
Capcom.
Well, Capcom, man, I had a great relationship with those guys. I wrote a script for the original Resident Evil, and unfortunately, it was a German company that bought the rights to that game. The people at Capcom loved the script. They gave me, this was after the first Resident Evil game, and they actually gave me some secrets from Resident Evil 2 that I built into the script, and they loved it. The problem was it was a German company, basically owned and controlled by a guy that, you know, the kind of guy that changes the toilet paper and wants to control everything. And this guy had never played a video game. I think was probably stunned when he realized what he had bought. But he didn't like my script at all, and so that was the end of it. So it's the only time I ever got sort of fired off a job. You know, he just said, "This is not what I want. This is not what I want." See you later. It was like that. But I know the guys at Capcom. They never talked to me about doing my own game because they have their own franchises. But we're talking to a company right now. Usually when the video game companies have come to me, I mean the few times that video game companies have approached me about wanting to do a game, basically all they want to do, it's like with this remake of The Crazies, really all they want is to have my name on it. And when I say, well, I'd like to be involved in the story or in the development of the thing, they say, oh, we'd rather they just went home. they think that they're the specialist in it, and a movie guy can't possibly understand the zeitgeist of gaming. So I don't know, but we're talking to somebody right now. There's sort of a semi-promising thing on the horizon. We'll see. There is an app coming out. There is an iPhone app coming out.
Or zombie video games.
What's that? No, Capcom never contacted me. I made a commercial for the second game for them, and then the German company, New Constantine, hired me to do a script for Resident Evil after they had bought the rights to it. And I was working with the Capcom guys. We all loved it, and but the people that bought the rights just never liked it. They wanted to go a completely different way with it, which wasn't really, I thought, faithful to the game at all. And frankly, I thought it was a mess, the movie.
Yeah.
We have time for one more question.
Hello. Who picks? Go ahead. Shoot. Hi. You can't believe what you read on IMDb or any of that stuff. Couple of novelizations, no. I've been sort of idly working on a novel. I was approached by a publishing company to do a novel. I never signed the contract because I didn't want a deadline and I didn't want to be obligated to do this in a certain time frame. So yeah, I've been noodling on it, but that's it. There's no formal. Amazon, I mean, everybody, you can't believe any of this shit on the internet.
Oh my God.
I hope so, yeah. The question is, I have a son, Cameron, who is working in film, and I love him and I wish him all the success in the world. We'll see what happens. Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you all. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. Thank you all for sticking around.
Can you hold this to me real quick?
Yeah.
I would just like to say that for the record, I am the only female that got a question off. Yeah!
There you go.
Oh, dude, that was amazing. I had the best time ever. Survivor of the Dead rules. Go see it.